Good morning.
Heavy.
Got it.
Okay, see you, Marty.
Okay, we'll see you in about 4 hours. Well, it was windy last night.
Oh, yes. Did you sleep?
I was up a few times.
Yeah, us too. We had the anchor alarm set.
Yeah.
I did have the, because we're about, you know, chafing and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
just we could sleep better. And then, of course, I didn't do the ring big enough, then the alarm went off, so so they got up, you know, but we were awake anyway.
Yeah.
But it's the one that was later that when the tide switched,
Yeah.
you know, and then it swung a different way or other way, and then the alarm went off, and we jumped out of bed pretty fast.
I don't know where the morning went. I thought I had lots of time, and I'm like, oh, I got to get going.
Okay, you're
Free?
good.
Okay.
The mooring bar is on your port side of the bow.
Yeah. That looked fun.
Wild.
Do you want me to throw that up there?
Yeah, I got it. Pass it to Marty. It's heavy because the camera's stuck.
Yep, you got the line around it.
Yeah, of course.
It'll be pretty easy to go down in there.
I don't mind coming down and grabbing a line.
Only if you want to. It's
Well,
huge dock.
I have nothing else to do.
Okay, then we'll see you down there.
All right.
Are you want to just tow down with us or what?
I'll just drive. I'll run the engine.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, good morning. It is a few days later, I think, at this point. Returned from Montague back to the marina because I had to meet the divers the next day. It really cut into my trip, but I had to get the bottom scrubbed and done. They measured up the zincs that I needed. I found out which zincs I needed for the plates that are attached to the hinge. And after that, it was just so beautiful and calm out and sunny and warm, and I just thought, well, I'm already at the marina, I may as well do a few maintenance things. So I started cleaning all of the laminate glass or plastic glass on the enclosure. So the front has like Lexan or something like that material. I don't think it's Strata-Glass. And the product I use is this, if you can see that. That's for like if it needs a really good cleaning. It's like a wax, and you just use one cloth to wipe it on and then one to buff it off. But it made a big difference. And then if you just need a light cleaning, you can use, it's the same brand, but it's just for vinyl windows. And you use this, it's a spray. You spray a little bit on the window or the plastic, and then you just, same thing, buff it on with one cloth, and then buff it off with another. But you apply this one like right to the glass. Anyways, it works really good. I had these for the Strata-Glass on the last boat, so I thought it would be worth trying here. And yeah, I didn't do a whole lot really. I just kind of relaxed. I have to remember I have to relax a bit on the trip too. And today is Friday, so the plan was to head out now until like Monday. But it's not that windy right now, but it's supposed to blow 25 to 35 knots this afternoon. And nothing really big on the agenda. Just random cleaning and relaxing. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear the wind, but it's definitely picked up. I can see how it just out the end of the aisle here in the bay, it's pretty choppy, and the rain has started. So I was going to clean the outsides of these windows, but they're getting all wet right now. It's not raining really hard, but they're wet, so can't do it. But I can continue cleaning the insides, because I like to do both sides with this product, and then I'll follow up with the spray. So I'll clean it with the wax first, and then do the spray next. But yeah, kind of an inside day. Oh yeah, it's blowing pretty good out there. Hopefully I get out maybe tomorrow or the next day. Well, that wind is starting to pick up, and it's getting close to noon, so looks like the weather forecast might be right. And Espar is running amazing. It's kind of cool. It was about 3 degrees Celsius when I woke up this morning, and I think maybe like 1 degree with the wind chill. I'm not running the Espar at night because I have the little oil heater I'm plugged in at the dock here. But when I was away, this Espar works amazing now. This is so hot you can't actually keep your hand there too long. But there's a switch here, and as I mentioned, it's the hydronic system, so it runs a coolant through it. But yeah, you've got off, high, low settings, and there's 2 fans. There's one here, and you can change the direction if you want it to blow more this way or this way. And there's another one right beside me here. and I think it's 5 degrees Celsius out right now, and it's 20 degrees inside, which is amazing. So lots of heat. And I'll show you the other 2 locations of the heat exchangers. So there's a heat exchanger in behind here that coolant is running through, heating up the coil, and then the fans are blowing the air out. But I'll show you where there's 2 more of these locations. And you can turn on whatever locations independently. It's not like if you turn the system on, it's blowing heat everywhere. You can actually choose which areas you want heated. So if we just go forward of the salon, on port is the head. And that's where another heat exchanger is located. And you can see here, there's the switch. It says fan heater, high, off, low. You can turn that on high for now. And right here, I'm not sure how dark that is, but that's where the fan is. So that's blowing out really hot air now. But if I don't want to run the fan in here, and if I don't need the heat, the nice thing is though, I could hang some coats in here, and it's a fairly big head. I mean, it's hard to tell with this camera, but I could run the fan in here and just hang some things from the ceiling. It's quite high in here because the more forward you go in this boat, the higher the cabin top is. Anyways, that's good option to have. And then there's one more heater, and it is this direction. So the control for the 3rd location is located at the companionway stairs going up to the cockpit, in behind the electrical panel. So I just have to pull the panel forward. Not sure if the camera can see what I'm doing here. On the left here, that's the switch, kind of like in the salon, and the head. And let's go see where that one blows the heat. That 3rd exhaust for the heat, or heat outlet, you saw the controls were just behind the panel down below, but it blows in the cockpit here. So when we're running the S-bar heater, if we're at anchor or underway or whenever we're using it, I can decide to turn that fan on, because there's a 3rd heat exchanger in behind here that blows hot air into the enclosure. So that'll take the chill out on those cold evenings when you want to enjoy staying up top and have a little heat in here. I mean, this isn't as well insulated as the rest of the boat, obviously, but it would be enough to take the chill off, I think. So I thought I'd check the wind instrument to see what it's blowing at the slip here. And yeah, 16, 17 knots. I just saw 20 a few seconds ago. And I'm fairly protected. Looking down the lane, it's quite blustery out there at the end of the aisle and into the harbor. So here's another way that I can heat the boat using this diesel wall furnace. And this one doesn't require a fan, like the other one uses batteries to run the blower for the fans, whatever locations you're using. So if I have them all running, obviously I'm consuming more battery by running all the fans, but just by running this one, you know, it's not so bad. And I don't think the draw is very much. But this one doesn't have a fan. But it does use a little bit of power to run the pump. It has to pump the diesel from the tanks to the unit. But that's a very low draw. And this also runs on diesel, I think I said. And I haven't tried it yet, but apparently this heats up the place really well too. So there's just no blowing air. It's not a forced air system. It's just it radiates the heat. But yeah, I'll try it out eventually. I just so many things to test and try, and systems to figure out. I can only do so much, and I'm just happy I have one figured out at this point. And yeah, if I get time, I'll give this a try, but not top of my priority list at the moment. But I thought I would just at least show you there is another option. Good to have a couple ways to heat the boat. There's one other thing that I ordered that came in, and I won't give away everything about this, but it's this item here. Not sure if you can see it. I'll just leave that up as a teaser. It's a plug adapter, if you couldn't see it, going from 30 amp to 50 amp connection. So we'll find out what that's all about probably in a week, I guess, somewhere around there. And that's it. I'm gonna just eat something and then keep puttering.